everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I am going to be doing a video about fat loss and tips that helped me. I want to start this video off by saying I am in no way a professional. These are just tips that worked for me and my body. I am not certified in this area. I am not licensed. I have no idea if this is the correct way or anything like that. I just know that this is what works for me, and when I was going through my fat loss journey, I liked looking at other people's tips and their videos to try some of their things and see if they work for me. So I'm just making this video to hopefully help some of you guys out there and let you know things that worked for me. That way maybe you can try them and see if they work for you. Again, everybody's different, and I am not certified or a professional in this area. So this is not like scientifically proven, it's just for me. But starting off, I would like to say that I did lose 10 pounds in like 4 months. So I would like to think that these are really good tips that can hopefully help some of you out there. But who knows? Only you can try them, and only your body will let you know if they work for you or not. But starting off, my first thing is I have been active ever since I was little, like ever since I was a 4-year-old. But I started going to the gym like 1.5 years ago, and I used to only train, and I would train like 4 days a week, that would be it. That was just all that I did to be active. But now I work out 5 times a week, and I also add walking into that. So I walk my dog every single day, and I try to at least get 10,000 steps a day. And I noticed a difference when I started walking, because it just like, I feel like it kind of helped me tone out a little bit. And it's a steady state cardio, so if you don't like cardio, walking is a perfect form of cardio without it feeling like it's cardio. And also, it's just so nice to get outside and get some fresh air during the day. So I love going for walks now. That is one of my favorite things throughout the day. I look forward to a walk every single day. My second tip is not counting calories or macros. So starting off, I used to be really anal about counting my calories and my macros. I wouldn't eat something if it had too many carbs, if it had too much fat, if it wasn't enough protein, or if it had too many calories. Even if it was all natural, but it had too many calories, or too many natural sugars, or natural fats, or natural carbs, I would be like, oh no, that's too much, I can't have that. But now I've stopped counting everything. I don't even look at, I'll look here and there just to get a rough idea of what I'm putting into my body. I look at the ingredients, and that's all I pay attention to now, because when I was counting my macros and my calories, I was stressing my body out, because I would be like so worried that if I had too many carbs, then it was going to make me gain weight. If I had too many fats, it would make me gain weight. If I didn't have enough protein, then I wouldn't lose weight, or I wouldn't gain muscle or anything like that. So that is my second tip. I stopped counting calories because I was just so anal about it, and it was putting my body into stress, and I was just worried about every single little thing that I put into my body. Now, if you have no idea about like macros and stuff like that, I think that's important to know, but it's a sensitive subject because a lot of people get too wrapped up into counting their calories and everything, and it can become an unhealthy habit, like a dangerous thing. And that's how it got for me, so I stopped doing that. And ever since I stopped doing that, I just eat intuitively, and I don't stress my body out with what I'm putting in it and what it's going to do to my body. My third tip is eating less artificial sugar. I think this is an area that a lot of people struggle in, because when we see labels like sugar-free, we're like, oh, that's good for our body. But that's not always the case, because sugar-free usually means there's a lot of artificial sugar and chemicals, and that is just not good for your body at all. So when I was eating sugar-free things, or like labels that had 0 sugar added, even though there's actually artificial sugar, my body did not do well with that. I couldn't lose weight when I was doing that. Like, I was doing everything right. And I was like, I'm not eating any sugar. Like, I'm having healthy treats at night, but really they weren't healthy because it was full of artificial sugar, which is terrible for our bodies. So ever since then, if I want a little bit of sugar, I will have a little bit of sugar, but I will not buy everything sugar-free or 0 sugars added, because that just messed with my body and made me retain my fat when I was doing everything else correctly. Tip number 4 is being consistent with my training. This is an obvious one, but for a while when I was first in the gym, I would only train like 3 days a week, 1 week, and then the next week I'd train 5, and then the next week I'd train like 4, and then 2, and then I was just all over the place with my training. So ever since I got a schedule and I stuck to it, and I plan out my workouts, and I know what I'm going to do each day and how many times I aim to be working out each week, I think it's helped me put on muscle and also just have more definition. So that's just an obvious one, being consistent with your training. I know it's hard, but you just have to get in a routine, and once you get in a routine, then it's just become like a habit. So the days that you don't feel motivated, you'll be in a routine, and then that will be easier to help you work out consistently. Tip number 5 is adding 2 days of HIIT each week. So for a while when I was training, going to the gym, I would add like 5 to 10 minutes of HIIT like 2 times a week after my training sessions. But now I have 2 days dedicated to HIIT. So it's kind of like an F45 style. So I'll do 11 exercises, 4 rounds through. So it's kind of like 45 minutes, 44 minutes to be exact, but rounds up to 45. And I add like body weight exercises. I add weight exercises that get my heart rate up. But ever since then, it has helped me drop fat. I noticed this one just like that. So, which is obvious because it's cardio. If you're trying to drop fat, obviously cardio is going to help a lot with that. So I added 2 days of HIIT a week, and instantly I noticed some results. Tip number 6 is eating more nutrient-dense foods, and also just eating more all around, because for a while I was scared of eating too much. I know everybody said like you need to eat a lot to lose fat, and I tried that for a while, but I felt like I was gaining weight, and that is because when I did eat more, it wasn't nutrient dense, and I would have like 1 or 2 huge meals, and they were just full of like processed things, so not good for my body. But now I have like 4 meals a day, and I make sure to have plenty of nutrient dense foods. So I'll have plenty of vegetables and fruits every day. I'll try and incorporate enough protein, and also getting enough like carbs, healthy carbs, so not processed ones. Ever since I started focusing on eating more fruits and vegetables and just eating more nutrient dense, I noticed my body changed, and also it just made me feel so much better during my workouts, and I have way more energy throughout the day now that I'm eating more nutrient dense. Tip number 7 is not depriving myself of food. When I was depriving myself of food and I wanted something, I would binge eat it. I would eat like a whole bag of potato chips or a whole bag of candy just because I was like, oh, I cannot have this. I do not let my body have this, so this is the one time I'm going to let my body. And that obviously leads to binge eating. So ever since I stopped depriving myself of things, I know that I can have it, so it doesn't make me want to have it every single day. It helps me not think about all the foods that I want but I can't have, and just eating everything in moderation, you know? So if I want some potato chips, I'll go and have some potato chips, but I'll have a serving size instead of the whole thing. And then I know that I am letting my body eat this, so my body isn't going through a phase of binge eating of a bunch of junk food, because I know that I can have it whenever I want, just in moderation. And then my last tip for me is paying attention to protein bars and protein powders. So when I was eating whey protein, my stomach really hurt every single time I drank whey protein, and I just thought that was normal. I thought that happened to everybody, and I was watching a vlog and this lady said that she stopped having whey and her stomach felt way better, and how she thought that drinking a protein shake was supposed to make your stomach hurt, and I was like, oh, it's not supposed to do that. So then I switched from whey to vegan protein, and some vegan proteins still upset my tummy, but you just have to mess with the brands, and I finally found a brand that doesn't make me super bloated every time I drink it and just make me hold on to water weight every single day I drink it, and it doesn't make my tummy super upset. And then with protein bars, obviously we think protein bars are good for us. Any kind of protein bar is good because it's just full of protein. But a lot of protein bars have a lot of processed things in them, and they have a lot of added sugars and stuff. So once I started eating more natural protein bars, I really don't even eat that many protein bars now. I used to have a protein bar every single day, and as long as I saw that it had a lot of protein, that's all I cared about. Like a lot of protein and little sugar, and I was in. But again, a lot of protein bars have a lot of artificial sugar and processed things, so just be careful when you're buying protein bars to look at the ingredients. These are my tips that helped me. Again, I know I've repeated this so many times, but I just want to make it really clear that I'm not a professional in this area, and these are just things that helped me. So I hope you can at least take one tip out of this video, and I hope that it helps you guys with your weight loss journey. And I wish you guys the best of luck, and always stay positive, and don't beat yourself up too much if you're not seeing results as fast as you would like, because they do take time. But with that being said, I am going to finish off this video, so let me know what other kinds of videos you guys would like to watch, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.